So
I'm just saying,
let's
if
see.
you're considering living here in Houston, before you look at the apartments and think, oh my God, this one's so cute, it has all the amenities, like it has everything you can want and dream of, just know, go look at the Google reviews. Cars sitting on bricks, hallways smell like piss, dog poop, consistently getting broken into, your mail, you're gonna get robbed, poor management, they don't even care. Like, this is a consistent thing. And it's just not like one apartment that's like nice. It's like all of them. If it You have to make a lot of money here in Houston. If you want to live here, you can't be trying to save money and be like, I'm gonna go to the cheapest apartment. No, that's what you're paying for, sis. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get the $2,000 a month apartment. Okay, you won't regret it.
So this was the apartment they were trying to give me. I mean, it was completely destroyed. There's tampons on the floor. Like,
Urban Palms apartment. Wow. Urban Palms apartment.
I don't even know what that is, from like water sitting there. It was just trash. There's mold everywhere. Like, and then she was like, well, the cleaning lady's gonna come by, so once she cleans it, it should look like new. Like, no fucking way. This whole apartment was gonna be redone in 2 to 3 hours and be able for me to move in. Like, do y'all see that shit stain right there? Oh my God, there's urine on the floor. Like, this shit looks like a horror movie. And she's like, well, this is the one you signed for. No, ma'am. The one I toured for was a newly renovated apartment. That's what I signed for. Look at this fucking bathroom. Now she won't give me my money back. Like,
let me show you what $1,800 a month gets you just outside of Houston in a city called Katy, Texas. So this is a 3-bedroom property around maybe like 1,500 square feet, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. The property was dirty, okay? The shower rod was dangling. I didn't even take a full video of the property because the people I was showing it to was in there and I didn't want to like alarm them or make them feel uncomfortable. There was just a random dishwasher, not hooked up, not attached, just randomly out. The closet was full of stuff. The garage was full of stuff and it was very dirty. The yard, the grass really needed to be cut, but that's just cosmetic, right? Like, the fence was damn near falling down. It was in really bad condition. And I was so annoyed because when I left those clients, I got in my car and I was just like, the pictures did not look anything like this. Like, this property did not look like this. And I texted the pictures, I texted the videos to the listing agent and I said, hey, this property is not in good condition. It needs some attention. I don't know whether that realtor is going to tell the landlord. I don't know whether the landlord's even going to do anything about it. I understand that $1,800 is not a lot of money to some people, okay? But when it comes to the rental industry, when you're privately renting, it's very standard that a person needs to make 3 times the rent in income, okay? But the $1,800, that's after tax money, okay? Yes, it's 3 times the rent, but if it's after tax money, that means it's more than a third of a person's income that they're spending on housing typically, because it's not super common for somebody who's making $20,000 a month to want to rent an $1,800 a month property.
I always wondered, do they even factored in? And I, unfortunately, I mean, I don't deal with a ton of rentals. You know, I don't. Every now and then, I get somebody that calls me a rental. I tell them go talk to a rental agent, and that's what you want. You want an agent that specializes in rental. That's my advice to you. You want somebody that does rentals. You don't want somebody that doesn't do it, because they're gonna say they want 3 times the amount of rent, and we're talking about, is that before or after taxes? You know, and because that means a lot. That means you can get approved for a spot and then not really be able to afford to stay there.
People who make maybe $6,000 a month or a little less, those are the people who would be renting an $1,800 a month property, okay? And that's their hard-earned money. That's more than a third of their income. So it's just like, for a property to be in that condition, I'm not even talking about structural things. I'm not talking about the roof. I'm not talking about the foundation. I'm not talking about, like, you know, the design and the aesthetic or how old it is. I'm not talking about that. The fact that you just have a shower rod dangling, there's no reason for that. That's something cosmetic. The fact that the place is so dirty, what is the reason for that? That's something that you could easily do.
First things first, whoever said to go to Hanover River Oaks, I know your heart was in the right place, but I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, Renters right now, I'm gonna tell you, you guys got to be very careful out here. You renting a place, got to go check out the reviews.
Right now, I feel betrayed. I feel led astray, flabbergasted, and bamboozled, okay? Obviously, the building is nice. I have zero complaints about anything I saw. I believe it opened in 2020, so, you know, it looks brand new in some areas, and then other places are like very obviously lived in, including the apartments that we saw, but that's okay. The screening room was really nice, and so is the outdoor area here, where you can rent and book events at a relatively cheap cost. It was about $150, he said, to like rent out the entire private area.
That's a nice little view. That's nice. That's a dope view. I mean, we're paying for something like that in the city of Atlanta. You're probably paying somewhere north of 1,600, 1,800 just for that one bedroom. Probably 2,000, I would say, for that one bedroom. Because I mean, some of these high rises, the best places, they're gonna charge you a little bit more. That's not a bad view.
And then, of course, first come, first serve in any other situation. This is that private room I just mentioned. So it's nice, like if you want to have like a party or throw yourself a housewarming, whatever. Here's the pool area. Houston hates me. It was raining bad, but I don't have to tell you guys that. Outdoor shower, and then a really nice outdoor gym structure over here. Golf simulation room, kind of cool. I've only played golf like twice. I am terrible, but whatever. 24-hour fitness center. I believe they have Pelotons here. I have to check everywhere I go because I ride Peloton. Okay, so here's the 2-bed layout. I really do like the idea of walking in and having to like turn and not walk directly into the apartment or living area. But this kitchen is super small. I'm sorry. Nice big island, of course, and then the standing desk. But as you can see, oh my gosh, this view. The balcony's great, but the kitchen is so tiny. This is the bathroom in the master bedroom. Double sinks, and then a standing shower and tub. And over here, it's just the one tub because it is the guest bathroom. The bedrooms are a decent size, nothing to like rave about. They're not huge or anything, but definitely livable. Whirlpool, washer dryer system. And then over here is a really nice closet where on one side it's the pantry, and on the other side it is a coat rack. Again, I just feel betrayed, y'all. This place is overpriced for no reason. Like, it's in my budget because I'm viewing it, but it's not nice enough to justify anything. It doesn't look any different than like the Camden downtown, which is significantly more affordable. Like, I'm just not seeing the bang for your buck here. There's nothing. Maybe it's the location. I should have known driving past all those houses. Look at this closet though. That's a 1-bed closet, huge. But I don't like going into someone's bedroom to use the bathroom. I think that's weird. So let me just go home.
So typically this, and we.
That was a nice unit. That was a very nice unit. If you're going to be renting downtown Houston, that was pretty dope. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I think sometimes you guys try to get a lot more for your money, and I get getting a bang for your money. I mean, if you're flying and you're hitting the town, that's not bad. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope. I wonder if anybody lives here that's watching it. Let me know what you
talk about, how easy it is to get in. That's because you have great credit. That's because you do not have a background. That's because you don't have any evictions. That's because you don't have a lot of late current payments. That's because you have not filed bankruptcy. That's because you make 3 times the rent. That is also because you have a valid ID. They can verify your employment. You're not doing anything shysty with any changing of the letters or CPNs. That's how we can get you in these rental houses, because I'm telling you, Texas is not going to play with you. These landlords and rental management companies want a 600 and above, typically, and that's before you pay a double deposit. And I've even seen it to where someone mentioned to me that their client wanted them to have, my client to have a 740. If they had a 740, baby, we would be buying a house. We wouldn't be talking about no rental house. That is crazy.
When they give you the price of the apartment, sometimes the price of that apartment itself is not that bad. But it's like you have $100 more that you have to pay for things like trash, amenity. Like they have the pool, but you have to pay for that pool separate. Yet they have like the little gym, and you have to pay for it separate. Like I thought the apartment come with the amenity already. Nowadays it doesn't. Nowadays you have to pay for all of that separate.
So the biggest lie Tone
Wow. So y'all gotta pay for separate like trash and different things. Like to me, that is an issue right there. That's they gouging. They starting to gouge right there.
to man is that you can find a luxury apartment in Houston for $1,300 a month. That is so capped. The inner loop in Houston is a bit more expensive. The average one bedroom in the inner loop, if you want something that's actually nice, is about $1,500. And for a two bedroom, it'll be around $1,900. Now,
Oh wow. $1,900 for two. That's not bad still. So the cost of living in Houston isn't terrible. I thought that was pretty dope. I thought it was pretty dope.